Hello and welcome to the CTO Show with Mehmet. My name is Mehmet, and in each episode, I will be exploring the latest trends, insights, and strategies in topics like cybersecurity, digital transformation, emerging tech, startups, and entrepreneurship. From thought leaders and innovators to entrepreneurs and founders, who will hear from experts across a wide range of industries who are driving change and making an impact in the world of tech and business. Thank you for tuning in. Let's get started. In today's episode, I will be sharing 10 tips about how to be a better technology consultant. And the reason I wanted to do this because recently I was asked, how do you keep up to date with the latest trends? Like what we can do better to even present our technology in a better way, how we can enhance our skills there. And I decided that I would share my top 10 tips for technology consultants. I hope these tips will help you enhance your skills, build strong client relationships, and advance your career. So let's dive right in. Number one, for me, the first thing I need to train myself on is to keep up to date with industry trends. It's not easy, I know, but as a technology consultant, it's crucial to keep your finger on the pulse of the latest developments in technology and overall market landscape. What I try to do always, and I advise you to do the same, is to regularly read industry publications, follow top news about the tech. You can also, and I shared this in an episode earlier, you can subscribe to some RSS feeds and then you can summarize them into a reading app. And moreover, what I'm trying to do now actually is I'm trying to use AI to prioritize this news for me so I can make sure I'm reading what really matters and keeping, the repetitive tasks. Later on, I can come back to it if needed, but I need to keep myself on the top of the latest trends that are happening. Another thing you can do, of course, is you can attend conferences. You can also go and research latest reports from different providers about the latest technology that you are interested in covering. Number two, and this is, I think, also it's very important tip. Tip number two is to master communication skills. Communication is key in any consulting role. You must be able to effectively convey your ideas, listen to clients, and tailor your communication style to various situations. The way I do it, and I have always been doing it, is I don't use one style when I go to meet a customer. I need every time to understand a little bit more about them, to understand their characters, understand their businesses, and then later on, I can start to tailor my communication style depending on the situation. I would say also, you need to practice active listening and work on your presentation and writing skills. This is something that didn't happen to me overnight. I needed to work really hard on myself until I could achieve a certain level, which allows me to go very comfortably, sit in front of any decision maker, whether he is a technical or business person, and present or pitch, I would say, the solution I'm trying to put it in front of them. Tip number three, develop strong problem solving abilities. This tip is to help you develop strong problem solving abilities because consultants need to be able to analyze complex situations, develop practical solutions. You need to have the critical thinking and analytical skills by tackling challenges, problems, and working through different scenarios. And the way you need to do it, you need to do it as much as possible from the point of view of your customer. Because if you do it with a predefined solution in mind, what you will end up doing is you will be trying actually to limit yourself within a boundary that only the solution that you think will fit your customer will work, while you need to be open-minded and try to think out of the box. Number four, establish a personal brand. In my opinion, and this is tip Number 4 for today is establishing personal brand. As a consultant, it's essential to differentiate yourself from the competition. Try to develop a unique value proposition and showcase your expertise. You can do this in multiple ways. So you can have your own blog, your own podcast, and even you can try to get some speaking engagements. A strong personal brand will make you more attractive to potential clients, and moreover, you would be able actually to prove to your customer that you are a face known in the market, you are a thought leader in the domain that you are consulting them on. Number 5, network, network, network. I was missing a lot on this, and this is why I should have put it number 1. But again, the 5th tip is network. Building a robust professional network is critical for any consultant. How we network: attend industry events, join online communities, connect with other peers, whether on LinkedIn or other social media platforms, because networking not only helps you stay informed, but also opens door to new opportunities. Tip number 6 is to cultivate clients' relationships. Remember, when you go and do a project for a client, it's not a one-time project. Building long-lasting, trust-based relationships with your clients is essential. You need to demonstrate commitment by understanding their needs and providing exceptional service and maintaining open lines of communication even after you have perfectly delivered your project. This is crucial and important. The tip number 7 is to always work on your skills. Technology is constantly evolving. I was mentioning the other day, maybe the technology that we would be teaching today to students will be obsolete. Before we were saying maybe after 5 years, but with all the advancement in technology, I can claim that even some of the skills and technologies that we have today will be irrelevant in a couple of months' time. And for this, you need to keep also training yourself, attending training courses, and also maybe, and this is very important, try to learn something which is not from your expertise or area of focus today. Because the moment you keep focusing on, one technology, you might be losing on the other trends that are coming up into the market. So as you can see, it's a series of interconnected tips that you need to keep doing. Tip number 8. Tip number 8 is to set clear expectations and deliverables. Ensure both you and your client you understand the scope, timeline, and expected outcomes for your engagement to track. This is very important also as well. The 9th step for today is to learn from your experiences. Always reflect on your successes, and I don't like to call it failures, but lessons learned, because this is, the way you can, in the future, enhance yourself and get more consulting engagements. And never ever be afraid to ask for feedback from clients and peers, as it can provide really valuable insights. The last tip for today, number 10, is adapt and embrace changes. The technology landscape, as we were saying before, is constantly shifting. So it's crucial to be flexible, open to new ideas, adopt a growth mindset, and be willing to adapt your approach as needed. And also, on this point, don't forget, like, if you today are representing a certain technology, maybe in the future you would be going to the other side. So it's important to be customer centric here when you are adapting and embracing the changes, because history proved it many times. What is good today becomes a status quo in the future, and then you need to follow that. So that's a wrap for today. I hope you enjoyed these 10 tips. As usual, if you have any feedback about this episode or about the show in general, don't hesitate to reach out to me directly by email, LinkedIn, or Twitter. And if you are interested to become a guest on the show, also you can reach out to me. I will be more than happy to discuss this with you. Thank you very much for tuning in today. Don't forget to subscribe on your favorite podcasting platform. And until we meet in the next episode.